Hi everybody, I'm Nancy O'Dell with ET at the Movies.
Kristen Bell went to Kickstarter to, to bring back Veronica Mars. Would you do the same thing for Ugly Betty? Because I'm a big fan of Ugly Betty and I would love if that happened. Would you do something like that?
You know, it's a question that comes up a lot, and I don't know, I guess the time would just have to be right and all of the right things would have to come into alignment, but anything's possible.
To be successful, we have to have an army of boycotters willing to do the hard work. The bigger the army, the bigger the success.
Farm workers in Delano, California have begun an unprecedented strike in the Central Valley.
I grew up in California as well, and I knew Cesar Chavez and I knew his movement, but kind of in a general sense, not in detail what his legacy was and how that is relevant to today. And so I think that the importance of telling a story like this is not just about reviving a history lesson, but about making it relevant. And right now is an amazing time to be reminding ourselves of the legacy that Chavez left, which was that he found a way to put the power in the people's hands.
I think it's a story that matters today, that needs to be out there and celebrated. The work of not just Cesar, but everyone from the farm workers movement in the 60s and 70s. They send a beautiful message to this country, and I think we have to be reminded. We need young people to know this is part of American history.
It's all lies. They're saying strike is not legal. They're painting us to look like criminals.
I failed you as a leader, and I will fast until everyone makes a pledge recommitting themselves to nonviolence.
It's important that stories like this be supported and that audiences show up, because it gives us the opportunity to continue telling the stories that matter to our separate cultures, to our backgrounds, and to the stories that unify us. The power lies within us, and until we kind of stand up and show up for ourselves, whether that's, the Latino community or the gay community or the women's rights movement, we can't just sit back and complain and wait for people in power to fix it. We got to show up for ourselves, and that's what I think makes this story so relevant to today.